What's up, my great people out there in YouTube land? It's your boy, the Badwolf. All right, now I know it's been some time. Um, let me tell you. So I've been reading and studying, and I've got a whole bunch more information for you guys. So just believe if I'm quiet, it's probably because I'm working on some next level stuff. So with that being said, let's first, I want to thank everybody for helping me to get to, I think we're at 22 or 23,000 people organically. People are still getting the consultations. People are still getting the files. People are still loving the information on the channel. Remember, we were the first people to bring you guys the authenticated birth certificate, the SS5, the My E-Verify, and we're not done there. We definitely have some more goodies coming, so stay tuned and keep sharing the information. Always remember to govern yourselves accordingly and to always hold yourself in honor. And just know that some of these low-level functionaries do not know this information, so they will challenge you. It is very jarring to some of them to learn what's really going on and how they've been fooled. Okay, so be a little bit patient with them. You might have to walk through the fire a little bit, but at the end of the day, if you have to, you'll have to find remedy in the upper courts. The federal district court is where you're going to get your remedy. You'll never find it on the lower ones. All right, so that being said, thank you. Let's get going. All right, so this particular video is about the UCC1 and the trust. Okay, we're going to talk about both of those in this particular video. So when doing a UCC1, okay, and I already made a video on how to do that for free, so you guys can check out that particular video. All right, always go to my main page, James C. Lovett, and then search within the files there, or just scroll through until you find something you like. So with the UCC1, you are going to want to you're going to want to do a minimum of 2, and here's why. One of them, you want to put all of your normal assets, okay? So your computer, your clothes, your accounts, your birth certificates, your whatever, social security's security numbers. But when you do the social security number, or your credit or your bank accounts or whatever else, don't put in all of the numbers. X out a majority of those numbers, because remember, this is a file that is in the public. So a lot of places won't even accept them, because then they're at risk for being sued because they uploaded your information now that everybody can see it. Okay? So put in all your normal stuff, you know, your car, your refrigerator, your carpet, your collections of bobbleheads, whatever you got. In the other UCC, okay, you're going to want to put in, like, for instance, your house. Okay, you want to keep those separate. So in case somebody decides to come after you for specifically your house, you're not exposing anything. So what I mean is, yes, putting your house in its own UCC, it should be looked at as a separate asset from your other stuff. Okay. Some people get into troubles. They're trying to use a UCC to protect things at the last minute. So it's just as a good precautionary measure, it would make sense to have 2 UCCs, do one for the house, one for all of your other stuff. So when you're doing these things, the UCC is definitely one way of protecting the things in the current status that they are. And what do I mean by that? Well, all the stuff you think you own, okay, you really don't, because you have to understand that when you got that loan for that house, for the car, even your cell phone bill, all come with your name in what? All uppercase lettering, okay? That federalized, somewhat slash state employee business trust, if you will, name or format, okay? So that really, look at it like this. They gave you a business. Now, everything you've bought with your Federal Reserve notes, you've then transferred into, not because of the Federal Reserve notes for the most part, but because the use of that particular name in that format, it put it into that business, into its holdings, okay? So when you do that, now all of your stuff is really being, because remember, they gave you that name and that number. So when you transfer things into it, even if it's accidentally or unbeknownst to you, now it's really a part of their holdings. okay? Because they gave you that business name, they gave you a business to use in their jurisdiction underneath the 14th Amendment U.S. citizen status, which is a corporation, okay? Which is also not physically you, okay? So if you do a UCC1 and you put a lien against it and you're all uppercase name, you are protecting it where it is. But in all actuality, what you should have done, or you should do and then redo, is set yourself up with either a domestic trust, okay, which from my perspective, remember everything here is educational entertainment from your favorite non-belligerent, non-combatant, treaty with the U.S. corporation, long live the Queen, that you should create either a domestic trust or a foreign trust, which is outside of all of their jurisdictions. You can do one from another country, or you can use your last name, which is your own nation that you're not using, and create your nation as a trust and put all of your stuff into it. Now, once you do that, it's considered foreign and private, okay? And a regular domestic trust, you're basically looking at it like this. It's on the furthest reaches of their fingertips, so they just can't quite touch it without a major reason and taking it to the higher courts to try to crack that trust open, okay? Otherwise, normally it's almost impossible. So anything that's considered foreign or private is outside of their jurisdiction. So in all essence, what we should have been doing is creating a trust with our nation name, because you don't want to create a trust underneath your direct name, because then you're basically then taking what should have been private and almost untouchable, and you're putting it underneath the straw man, which is their corporation that they gave you. So you don't want to do that. I see the light bulbs going off now. It's very nice, baby. Yeah, smoking. All right, so that being said, we always should have been creating either a foreign trust, even a domestic trust if you really want to, or a trust with your own nation, which once again is private. Okay, so you should get your creations or your micronations, done. Anywho, so after you did that, then you place a lien, a UCC1 lien against your stuff in there. So now it's double whammied. It's protected not only in your true given name versus your legal name. Okay, so that's one of the things that we should have. That's probably so then. Yeah, okay, that would be Lisa. Hello to Lisa. So that being said, we always should have created a foreign. Sorry. Okay, hopefully it's off. So we always should have been creating a foreign nation or a foreign trust, and then transferring all of our stuff into it, and then doing a UCC1 on it, and that's what we should have been doing. Using our given name, okay, and then using the name of the trust, which should not be the same name as the legal name or the legal entity, the public transmitting utility, the nom de guerre, which means war name. We should not have been using that. So it's good to protect it, but we should have been moving it into the correct status in the first place. So that's it, guys. I just broke it down to you, some more juicy gems. And for those people who are in the Badwolf pack, the private paid monthly subscription, thank you guys for continuing to help that grow. I will be bringing you guys more videos just for your eyes. Everybody else, thank you for the continued donations, although they've been slow, so I'll just be honest. So that's why I have had to monetize a couple of the videos, all right? So the top ones are definitely monetized. The ones that are, aren't the favorites, those have not been monetized, and I will continue to not have those, try to avoid commercials. So that's it. This is what we do here. Thank you for being a part of the wolf experience. Remember, all of you guys are wolves. I don't care if you call yourself a rabbit or a bird or a hawk or whatever else. It's just the fact that we're wolf-minded and we're working together, and we're in the grass, fighting for America and your freedoms and your rights versus benefits and privileges and licenses. Okay, which there's nothing. We're not here to take anything away from Caesar. We're just trying to make sure that those people operate in either jurisdiction correctly. Okay, because remember, they're here on our dime, and so they need to be kept in the box and in check, because if they won't check themselves, then they're about to get it. So that's it, wonderful people. I will talk to you guys later. I will be bringing you guys more videos. I'm back on track. I had to take a little bit of a hiatus just to rest and, gather my wits. Take a deep breath and woosah. So take care of yourselves out there, guys. Badwolf loves you. Peace, and I'll talk to you later.